Hey everyone, I'm Mr. Game Guy, and this is, I think, the 6th time I've tried to record this video, so here's hoping it goes well. Now, finally I should address the elephant in the room. Where have I been? Well, it's been a few factors. Number one, I've gotten a full-time job. Before, when I was doing plenty of these videos, I was on part-time. Or for a short period, I was in a seasonal period where I was working 2 jobs, so essentially full-time, and I thought, alright, after I'm done with that, I'll be able to get back into the swing of things. And then real life came along and said, nope, you gotta get a full-time job, so there's that. Number 2, I've been focused on another project. Now, I can't go into details what they are, but it's been something I've been working on for a little under a year or so. You know, it's had its ups and downs, but I think we got something going with it. I hope to show it off publicly sometime this year, realistically probably near the end of it, but no guarantees. I'll definitely make a video on it. So that's been eating up a lot of my time. Number 3, and this is definitely probably the most disappointing answer, but unfortunately the most real, I just lost the passion to do so. Now, don't get me wrong, I like talking about Erma. I like, you know, actually reviewing and going through the whole process, uploading it and just having the discussion with people, actually putting videos up. Problem is, the process of actually making it just became a chore for me. Sitting down, recording, editing, I mean, the whole scripting process wasn't too bad, but the former two just really got to me. It would stress me out. I haven't gotten to the point where I really got good at it, though. I would just kind of slog, go ahead, trying to prep myself up. I would always have to make sure there wasn't a ton of background noise. I mean, I live by a busy street, so you can sometimes hear cars in the background. I had to turn off the air or the heat. And not only that, I just really lost the passion for it, though. It just became an unfortunate chore. I would often stress whenever I wouldn't work on it, though, since I was still fairly busy, even outside of my part-time job. I would put these invisible deadlines. I would feel bad if I would have to make people wait, and it just, after a while, it just didn't seem worth it, though. Especially since the videos didn't get, like, a ton of traction, or I was really getting any money off of it. And I just want to clarify on that last part, I am in no way, shape, or form blaming anyone for that. I'm not blaming my viewers for not watching the videos or sharing them enough. Like, no, it's not your guys' fault. I will fully admit that as much as I do enjoy the series of Erma, it is still a fairly niche series that you can't honestly get a lot of views on, or at least in a big, wide-range spread. I mean, some people have done it. I know that it can happen, but for me, I just wasn't quite at the skill set to make it, or quite at the scope to reach it. So, it is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna, be too hard on myself, because, I tried something, I did it, and it just didn't seem like it was the best fit for me. And hey, it's not like nothing came out of it at all. I mean, I'm very grateful for the people who were there, the people who did comment, the people who did give all the encouragement, the few people who gave me feedback. And, this doesn't happen to a lot of people, but my videos were recognized by the creators, the people who actually work on these comics, and that's an amazing feeling, actually seeing these and saying, like, hey, these are not a bad introduction if you're new to Erma. That's an amazing feeling. It's great to be on good terms with that. So it's not like these weren't for nothing. So to segue into the next part, what does this mean for the future of my YouTube channel? Well, as I've already alluded to, I don't think I'm going to be making any more heavily edited reviews anymore. I think it's best to kind of consider me retired in an aspect. Now, as I've thought about it, I really have, and I've just thought, like, maybe I'll just do, like, a big, long-form review on, like, all of the other Erma ones that I haven't covered, maybe some other things I want to do, just, quick little snap, I spend them, like, a minute or so, or make little shorts like I used to do, like, last year. But then I thought about it more. I considered my whole situation that I don't really have a lot of free time. I mean, honestly, in fact, the moment I'm recording this, though, I have to leave for work in about an hour, so I definitely can dilly-dally a lot with this. But it's also just the fact that, I think, okay, if I did this video, then I gotta do this video. And like, oh, I can't leave it there. There's also this that's missing, and I gotta follow up with this, and, it just got more stressful. I started thinking about it. The stress started coming in when I couldn't do it, and it's just, it didn't seem worth it. Especially since we're kind of at the point where more Erma content is coming out, more Outcast related stuff, and I just don't think I'm ever going to be at a point, though, where I'm satisfactorily, like, going to be caught up, or at a point where I feel like I'm not behind, if that makes sense. So, I definitely considered it, and as unfortunate as it may be, I don't think I'm going to be doing the rest of the Erma videos, or at least, like, Erma reviews, so, yeah. And that does kind of cross in, though, because, like, I really, like, had the itch and wanted to do it, though, like, because that means I won't be able to do the labyrinth art. I'm gonna be honest, again, this might not be the greatest reason, but I didn't really care for them. I just found them pretty uninteresting, kind of boring. They seemed more interested when it came to just setting up things rather than actually being their own stories. The labyrinth arc, like, it has like a few interesting ideas, you know, like Erma and her friends actually dealing with real monsters, not just, you know, not just the one she can talk to or has controls. The idea of Erma and her friends going into a virtual world and trying to survive it, you know, is kind of interesting. The idea that her friends can't always fall back on her to clean up their messes or get them out of problems. Like, there was a few interesting ideas behind it, but I don't know, it fell into this trap of just not being well made enough or being interesting enough to be taken seriously, you know, just not that good. But it was also too taken seriously to be that much fun. And kind of that gray point where it's just not that enjoyable. I don't know, like, if I did a full review of it, I would have a little bit more to say, though, but that was just kind of my general thoughts. And, it also gets into the other point why I didn't do a more elaborate video on it. Going back to the whole part where the creators actually do occasionally tune into my videos, it doesn't give me the best feeling to, like, you know, like, hey, you know, like, it's great to, you know, be in contact with you guys, be on good terms, it's all good. Here's this video I made of this comic you've made, and it kind of sucks. Like, it wouldn't be a very good feeling, you know, to be on good terms with a creator and then make videos saying, like, hey, the stuff you're making kind of isn't good. Like, it just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, I know it is feedback, though, but if I were to give it, though, it would definitely be in a different format rather than just a video review to kind of spread to a lot of people. I don't know, it just didn't sit well to me. So that's kind of like what it comes to the future of Erma videos on my channel. Now, I'm not, you know, like 100% done with video making. I mean, I'm not going to delete all of the video reviews on my channel. I mean, they're still going to be up. There is definitely one video series I wanted to do, and it's with the Erma Discord. I've done a few of them, like in the tier list videos, but we thought about reading the entire Japan saga, you know, the family arc, you know, in Japan with Osamu and all that stuff. We were planning on doing a whole video reading all of that, you know, when that storyline finally concludes. It's, hopefully it concludes, though, soon. That'll definitely be a more long-form video, but it won't be heavily edited. It's something I can definitely tackle in, like, you know, a few hours, an afternoon, you know, maybe a couple days when I have the free time to do so. So be sure to look forward to that. But in terms of which, I think the most you can really expect from me is maybe just shorts that I kind of did back then of just a lot of the playthroughs of my older videos. Again, those didn't work out. I wanted to do more short reviews of Erma because I figured those would be quick stuff I can pump out easily. But that also just kind of went back into the loop of being a massive headache, so yeah. So that's kind of that. In terms of anything else, I'm still active on Twitter, so if you want to catch up with what I'm doing, go there. I usually always respond to, like, anything Erma related on there, at least by the creator. There are multiple Erma communities up there. You know, there's a Facebook group, there's a Reddit group, there's an Amino, there's a Discord. There's tons of Erma-related fan bases. I figure if you want sort of your fix when it comes to Erma communities or content, I'd say go there. I'm on all of them. I'm pretty active on the Discord, so I would say go there. It definitely is a bit of a shame to find out that in terms of Erma-focused YouTubers, they don't tend to last. I mean, there was the Uncut situation, which it got a lot of views and subscribers, but the guy also did a lot of scummy practices, selling merchandise and artwork that wasn't his, and trying to set up a Erma animated series on his own without the permission of the creators. It's like, okay, it was most likely a scam, or this guy just wasn't thinking at all. And then there was Media Adaptation, who for a while was kind of the dedicated Erma reviewer, but he also would show paid content on his videos all the time, and the Outcast people, Brandon and everyone who worked there, never seemed to acknowledge him, so I figure they weren't on the best terms. Yeah. Also doesn't help, though, that he's kind of just become null and void in terms of making videos. I'm not wishing anything bad upon him or say he was bad or anything, though. I mean, you know, he said he stopped making videos due to real life circumstances, and I definitely didn't get that scummy vibe compared to Uncut, but, you know, it is what it is. So, it is a little unfortunate that in terms of Erma-focused YouTubers, it seems like there currently is no one. You know, I was open to be that position, but it is what it is. But perhaps maybe one day, you know, the next generation will come out, there will be the new ones who will take the reign, and they will have more free time, more passion, more just less strain, more higher quality videos, and they can go ahead and take the mantle and just be the dedicated Erma YouTubers. So, whoever that may be, I wish the best for them. So, I'll definitely make a new video on that project I'm working with. Again, I can't say anything at the moment. I mean, you know, I guess I could, but, you know, I, you know, shouldn't. But anyway, definitely we'll make a video on that when that gets to a revealing point. And in terms of the future, that's all I really gotta say. So, before I cut out, thank you guys all for watching. It's definitely been a good time. I mean, even though this didn't work out the best, it still worked out better than a lot of the other content I've made. Thank you for all the support, and thank you guys for being understanding. You know, during my hiatus, I had no one, like, you know, get at me and saying, like, when's the next video coming out? When's the next video? Like, nobody did that. That was very nice of you guys. Thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you very much to Brandon and the whole Outcast team for sharing the videos and giving me, you know, a good point. You know, best of luck to the future. I'll definitely still be turning into more Erma, though. The series is, God, they do new projects all the time. But hey, you know, there's definitely going to be a lot of interesting stuff. I read the Christmas arc. It was a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time. I'm definitely going to play the game. I might make a video, like, playthrough when the game comes out, though. You know, I was going to do a lot of videos. Like, I was going to do a full review, a speedrun thing of that. Those probably aren't going to happen, but I'll definitely be sure to play it, though. And I think I will record it, though. You know, just for a little bit of fun, just to see all the new stuff that comes out. But anyway, I think that'll be it for now. It was a fun ride, but it's best to consider me retired. I'm Mr. Game Guy, and all I gotta say is, thank you.